Hallo und herzlich willkommen von der Edelmetallmesse in München im Jahr 2018. Mein Name ist Florian Munsch von Gold, Geld, Welt und ich habe hier die Möglichkeit, mit dem CEO von Granada Gold aus Kanada ein Interview zu führen. Das ist Frank Basa. Und ja, ich würde sagen, ich switche jetzt mal auf Englisch und ja, wir gehen mal rein. So Frank, very nice to see you here and giving me the opportunity and giving potential shareholders and investors in Germany the opportunity to have an insight about the company.
Very good. Thank you very much for having me. It's always a pleasure to meet you all over the world. Just to give you a bit of what we're really doing here at Granada Gold Mine. So Granada Gold Mine is actually on the Cadillac trend in Quebec. And majority of the mines on the Cadillac trend are multi-million ounces. Most people might be aware of the Osisko mine. We're right next door. And that mine was actually developed as a 10 million ounce deposit. I think by the time we're finished drilling our deposit, we'll probably have 6 million ounces. It will be developed as a small open pit, but a high-grade underground mine. We've done about 120,000 meters of drilling already. We're putting out a revised resource out. It'll probably be in December. We're also moving forward with what we call a rolling start. We're fully permitted to mine. So our first 3 years, what we're going to try to do is mine and produce 25,000 ounces a year, about $650, $800 US cash cost all in. And right now what we've done is we're starting an exploration program. It's a 3-year program, $21 million. So we've got some very good results. Just this week we put out some good results, which we've never had before. We got about 11 meters of 5 grams a ton, which is quite exciting for us. So if there's if there's anything else you'd like to ask me, please ask, and then I'll be very happy to answer for you.
Sure. The first thing which comes to my mind is so I'm a shareholder of the company, and I really appreciate your strategy. You are one of the juniors out there in Canada for gold exploration who have a strategy. So you have the rolling start in mind. You want to get into production for the first 20.
Well, for the first 3 years, it's 25,000 ounces a year. Then after that, we'd like to go to 80 to 100,000 ounces a year. Yeah, the intent is to have a very long life, not very high ounces per year. Right now, we're only looking at a maximum of 100,000 ounces a year.
And you have another company just nearby, which concentrate on cobalt and silver. How do those two companies work together? What's the benefit of having both in this same area?
The other company is called Canada Cobalt Works. The assets of Canada Cobalt Works were originally in Granada. We did get an offer for Granada, so we took the assets out and put them into another public company. And by doing that, then we said to our shareholders, we'll give you a dividend in this new company. So the dividends for 4 years, it's 1 share and 1 warrant at 10. The warrant's at 10 cents, the shares at 5 cents. So this is our 3rd year. Next year will be our last year. So the dividend was quite generous. This year we call it a dynamic dividend. It was worth about 30% of the share price in Granada. But you got to be shareholder of Granada to get the dividend. So the intent is to build a mill, a small mill, 600 ton per day mill, on the Canada Cobalt Works site, ship the rock from Granada for the first 3 years to Canada Cobalt Works, and by doing that, Canada Cobalt Works gets a mill, Granada gets their milling done, because our bulk sample is so large, or our rolling stock sample is so large, that no mill on the Cadillac trend will take the rock from us. We're trying to mill between 600 to 2 million tons in 3 years' time.
The exploration upside. You talked about potential 6 million on your property. What amount do you have at the moment? In which category? And what's your plan developing these ounces?
See, right now, from the drilling we've done on surface, we're only looking at surface right now. We have about 1.6 million measured, indicated, 1 gram, open pittable, and we have about 1 million inferred, also at 1 gram. So the intent is actually to make the open pit smaller versus the 2.6. We're looking at now at 800,000 ounces open pittable, a little higher than 1 gram, but then to go underground and try to develop the mine at 4 to 6 grams. By doing that, we leave a smaller environmental footprint. our cash costs surprisingly go down, because as an open pit in northern Quebec, the fuel costs are quite high. Per ounce, about a quarter of our cash cost per ounce is fuel now. So by making the pit smaller, going underground, going electric, in Quebec, electricity is very cheap. It's all hydroelectric, so it's a better design, better model going forward.
We talked before the interview about a current drilling program and a future drilling program. Can you elaborate on this? What's the plan here, and how much are you spending? How many meters?
So we started a drill program just a few weeks ago. Right now we'll only do a small amount of drilling. We're looking at, we hit a new zone. We didn't know what was there, so we hit a new zone, so we're going to do maybe 3,000 meters, maybe 3,500 meters. We'll look at the analysis because the labs are very busy, and then the intent to start re-drilling early next year, and it'll be a 3-year drill program, about $21 million. So far we spent $57 million on the property.
That's amazing, especially regarding to your current market cap. This is an indicator for me that the gold market is quite depressed, and there is a big upside if gold eventually turns.
No, I think there'll be a major turnaround. We're targeting later this year, early next year, for the gold to turn around. I think it's long overdue. We did a very nice private placement. Originally, we were only looking for $400,000. We came into $1 million. We stopped it at that. And I think a lot of the investors who came in will do quite well.
Okay. Anything investors should know about the share structure, insider ownership, and such things?
Well, the share structure right now is fairly tight. We have to roll back our stock. We as a family, we own over 10%. We believe in our product. We buy the shares in the private placements. We do have a few key shareholders in it. They've been with us for quite a while. And if a lot of the shareholders have stayed with us, they've got these dividends over the last 3 years. And actually the dividends are actually worth more than the share price of Granada.
And there are more dividends to come?
Yes, they are.
Okay. Anything else you would like potential investors to know?
Well, they can reach out to us. We run a private forum on our website. You reach out to us, and usually within 24 hours, I answer your question. The only one to do that.
Frank, a pleasure as always, and see you next time.
Yeah, thank you very much.